All right, we are live.
Welcome to Coffee Regular.
Welcome. Snowy day.
Yeah, the winter finally hit.
Yeah.
Snowy, icy. Ohio. It's February though. It kind of hit.
I mean,
that's standard.
It's supposed to be snowy. Like we're just spoiled this year.
Yeah, this year was pretty mild.
Yeah, like probably one of the most mild winters I can ever remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been nuts.
Because I just got a different car this year or whatever. I used to have a rough, what was it, like Toyota Camry or something?
Yeah,
like that. It was the gold one, right?
The golden, yes.
The golden ride.
Balls.
The golden chariot. That thing sucked in the snow. That thing would... I'm surprised I didn't die in the snow.
I became a very good stunt driver.
Well, I learned my stunt driving in my Toyota 4Runner, and I got spoiled, and I tried to do it in that, and I got fucked up.
I almost died.
Yeah.
It rolled.
So that thing had four-wheel drive. I could blow by anybody. That thing was sick. Gas guzzler, but it was sick.
Yeah.
But then I just picked up this new Ford thing, right? And it's better. Definitely
nice.
Way better. But it's not like a four-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's a normal car. But I mean, you're now a villain on Walker, Texas Ranger. You drive a Ford.
Oh, shit.
Only the villains drive Fords.
He's coming for me, bro.
Yeah, Walker's.
How does your Prius handle in the snow?
Prius is fine, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Prius is like a rocket ship.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's still a Prius. I mean, it's Prius V, so it's a huge Prius.
Yeah.
But it's still, they don't have a ton of power, which is actually kind of beneficial. Sometimes it's, you don't spin out as easy. Mm-hmm. But climbing hills and shit, it ain't happening. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
But now, best car I ever had to handle in the snow was my '98 Honda Civic.
Okay.
It was a 5-speed, like stick shift. Dude, I can do anything in that car.
That's the thing. Learn to feel it. You can do it.
I felt like it was so stable. I could literally donut that thing into parking spaces. It was dumb.
That's tight.
Because when it would snow, I would go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and so Athens was empty. And so I'd always screw around a little bit and fishtail around turns.
Yeah.
So the only time I ever drove crazy was in that car because it was just I could handle the hell out of that thing. Yeah.
You knew the roads. You knew the
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Yeah.
It was awesome. Mm. But yeah.
So what do we got? What are you drinking today? Break it down for us.
All right, I've got a golden latte again, but a strong one. I just needed some turmeric today, man.
Yeah.
I needed to bump it.
Feeling it.
And so we got the turmeric, we got the cinnamon stick in the milk. And I've got my Khalifa, I call it my Wiz Khalifa milk.
Yeah.
My coconut almond milk with the cinnamon stick and the turmeric and some honey in it. Heated that up, and then I did some Old Man Strength in the Mocha Pot, which is wonderful in the Mocha Pot.
Yep.
I've done this many times now. And just kind of mixed it all together. So it's a little stronger than last time. Not quite as sweet. Mm-hmm. Although I put a ton of honey in there.
It's just spicier.
It's a little spicy, yeah.
But it's good. I think it's great.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
So, what are your views on turmeric? Break it down.
I've always liked turmeric. I've always liked it. I do occasionally I used to just eat it by the spoonful every once in a while. It's almost like a dare to myself. Have you ever tried turmeric?
No.
Oh my god.
Not like that.
It tastes like nothing.
Yeah.
But it's dry nothing. It's
like the cinnamon challenge and you're coughing and dying.
No, you don't cough.
No?
It's not even it's not spicy or anything.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's strange.
But it's such a great anti-inflammatory is why I started doing that long ago. Because I've taken way too much ibuprofen in my life.
Yeah.
So I try to avoid it. And I cook with it all the time. I put it in stuff. I put it in my morning smoothie, which I can't really call it a smoothie. It's just like a shake-up thing.
Your beverage.
My morning shakey shake. Yeah, I put it in there with some pepper, actually. It helps with curcumin absorption. Increases curcumin absorption by 2,000 to 3,000%.
Yep.
Black pepper does, which is nice. But I like turmeric. I've always have, man. But I was raised by a hippie. I knew what the hell it was long before it was a fad.
You're using it.
Yeah. It adds the taste.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great flavor with the cinnamon too.
Mm-hmm. It's weird because on its own it tastes weird, but as soon as you mix it with stuff,
it's a great little flavor.
It's really cool. It mixes well with stuff. It brings different things out and it adds a cool color.
Yeah,
I like the color.
Yeah, it's not if you're expecting a coffee tasting latte. It's not quite it doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes more of a cinnamon chai spice.
It's got a chai spice kind of thing to it going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the Sigmatic blend? Different one. This your own?
No, that's my own. Yeah, because it's got the cinnamon stick.
Nice.
And then it's got so yeah, I've got one of those left.
Yeah, those are good.
Speaking of which, Sigmatic needs to sponsor my dojo, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was drinking the whole time I was remodeling it. Like, I'm gonna make a video up, and I'm gonna have like the bag in the corner.
You should do like a time lapse of like just throwing everything.
I should have. If I wasn't high on paint fumes, I would have wanted to do that. But no, man. Remind me, I gotta show you the spot. I got something new down there for videos. We're gonna start shooting videos here real soon because we got a space now.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Coffee regular instructionals coming at you.
Oh yeah, man, instructionals on all kinds of stuff.
Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
We ready?
See, we're ramping up.
Yep.
Expect some big ass shit.
I'm literally gonna contact them because they built that place.
They built it. They fueled.
You gave me that stack of those, and I was putting them in coffee, and it was just like creativity. Whoa!
Look at you now. That's kind of funny because like that, but then like we were talking about like buckling down and doing something. It's like kind of funny. Like you have a little weird vice like that, and like it's like a theme almost. Like, what are we getting into this week, Doc?
All right, so this week I've been thinking about concept of the difference between liking to win and liking to compete. Because I mean, I'd say we all like to win in one respect or another. I mean, there's the occasional time when you don't want to win, sure, but winning's nice, but competing's better in my mind. I was having a conversation with someone, and they were telling me about how like it's something they don't like about themselves, but they continue to do, is that they'll always go for like 95% of their ability just so they know they can win, rather than like try to really push past and go hard and risk failing. And this person I'm chatting with, like, they don't like this about themselves, but they know it's there, and so they like to have people around them that push them to go past that. And then in training this week, I kind of had that concept in my head, and I was rolling with people, and you kind of tell the difference between people who like to win when they're training versus people who want to learn. Like, and a big contrast popped up for me yesterday. I'm in Nogi, and it's a room full of killers, and my Nogi is good. My defense is on point. Yeah. And I did okay. I did pretty good. Thank you, Cheney. You got me off to a good start there.
Made you do some Nogi early on.
Yeah, so like I did okay, but the last dude I rolled with was an absolute death machine. But the first choke he got me with was some like fist in throat punch choke.
Oh yeah. Yeah, people and like that.
Just put me in a bad mood. Yeah. Like initially, like I had to fight with my own ego because I was like, motherfucker, seriously. And so he was just annihilating me. And then I had to like calm myself down and be like, no, all right, stop being offended by the guy who's better than you that's using you as a toy. Like, just pay attention to what he's doing. I was like, he likes wrist control. He likes 2-on-1 wrist control. He's a big fan of a butterfly hook. What's he doing with that? And I'm sort of just breaking his game down as he's just trying to tear me up. And I'm starting to bring my elbows in. I'm starting to defend. I'm figuring stuff out, making him work. You know, after 6 minutes, because we rolled for like 45 minutes straight. It was a fun day. But yeah, I think Jake ran out of ideas. He's like, we haven't rolled enough lately. We're going to do 2 5-minute rounds of practice, whatever you want, and then we're rolling. I'm like, tight. I'm like, okay, live. Yeah. And so I kind of had that in my mind. So it's like him in comparison to like Chris, who Chris is clearly better than just about everybody, but he's a guy you roll with, and even if he's experimenting on you, you don't feel like he's taking advantage of you or hurting you or anything. He's just smiling and explaining shit to you, and then he helps you out. And, you know, it's a sort of high-level dudes, different personality. Yeah. And then when I was in the white belt class, or the beginner class, the gi class afterward, super fun. But there was like this no-stripe white belt. He was super jumpy. He was just jumpy. He was a wrestler. He's all jumpy. And we were doing particular guard passes from closed guard. And at one point we were working on it, and it was, you know, pull guard, and then they pull guard, and then you do the pass, and da-da-da. Dude jumped on my toe and pulled guard. Yeah. And I was like, motherfucker! Oh my God, my toe!
Ripped it clean.
Hurt him too, it's okay. But I was like, dude, calm down. Yeah. Oh my gosh, why you gotta jack my toe? Yeah. Yeah. But once again, like, why are you winning the drill? Come on, man. Yeah. The point is to just pull guard. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, it's hard because I've been like similar energies. Like I hear about it more so just because like I hear from people, but it's almost not intentional. Like, I mean, it's
almost not intentional, but yet it's just sort of your personality and how that goes. And if you don't know it, you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah. And like, especially if they have like past wrestling experience, they might get in the fucking zone with that because it's grappling. It's very close.
Right, it's like close, but it's not quite there.
Yeah,
it's a little different.
But certain times, I think it's almost like a fear response as opposed to like wanting to win or compete. They're just like doing what they know how to do and just doing it as hard as they know how to do it. Because that's what keeps them safe.
Well, yeah, with that guy, it was at one point I had him in my guard, and he's like, "Are you fucking with me?" I'm like, a little bit. I saw you were doing something, so I'm just going to get a triangle off of it. And so it was a little bit of a fear response on his part, and he was kind of showing off, But it's like, calm down. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see that in a room too, like.
Oh, you can see people's personalities right away.
Yeah.
You don't know somebody until you fight them.
Well, it's just funny too, because like. I'll sit and watch a lot of roles and like a lot of classes and roles and see how like all that dynamic is, and it's just like it's there's certain people that can flip the switch really easily and like just flip between having to fuck someone up and then like playing.
Yeah,
I think that's what happens. As
I think that's the kind of the ultimate goal.
Yeah, if you need to, you bite down. You're like, fuck you, dude, and then then most of the time it's all hunky dory. Like, when someone can like stylistically beat your ass, like that's great, But that's what'll take that ego and that winning desire away. Like, when someone's like, "Oh no, like this doesn't work this way."
Oh my God, nothing I do is working. What happened?
Yeah. So that can really easily translate into like someone like me, a medium-sized person, would roll differently with a 250-pound black belt than I would a 160-pound girl. You know what I mean? Like something would be totally different there. But my goals would probably be different. Against the black belt. Probably gonna try and survive and win, and then like, her will probably try and win, or not win, but like, but flow and move and
flow and move. Yeah, it depends on the person.
Get as many different positions, and just play. That's what people don't play. People don't want to play.
Yeah, I don't get why people don't like. There's sort of a difference between intense play and fun, like relaxed play, but like it's play. So say, like when I came to visit you last week, the blue belt girl I rolled with. I don't know if she's cool with us saying her name, but
I'm trying to think of who all was there.
Yeah, she's a fan of the show.
Yeah,
but she was really cool because she was wicked intense and had a great guard, and so like we kind of ended up like, it was weird for me. Normally I'm playing guard, and she kept playing guard. I'm like, well, this is sweet. I'm going to try to pass her guard. I passed like once.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. It was super fun because like she kept getting it back and getting things and I get out of stuff.
Probably Ashley. That's
the other one. Yeah.
There's 9. So.
There was like a billion of them. Yeah, and so like that was really cool. But you could tell we were both really on point. But it wasn't like neither one of us cared about winning. We were just kind of doing our thing, having fun, helping each other out. Like
you're just trying to like
a nice balance there.
Yeah, you're trying to train and do the things you're trying to do to the best of your ability without making it about winning.
Without making it about winning, without hurting people, without trying too hard.
Yeah. Like, people don't realize like that's what's going to pay dividends and help you win later on. Like,
longevity is a sport in itself, guys.
And that's really like, if you look at like my chief goals in jiu-jitsu is to be training as long as forever. Like we talk about that.
Training forever. Yeah, that comes up all the time. But that's in my head more and more. I'm not 70. I can't say that I'm old. When I'm 70, I'll get to be old. But I ain't there. But William Lee posted something on Instagram. William Lee's my dude. I've loved that guy for 20-some years. Like one of my favorite actors. But we have very similar backgrounds. He grew up teaching Taekwondo. He tried to make the Olympics. He actually he was on Berkley team.
Nice.
Berkley was the first college to have a Taekwondo scholarship. They had a phenomenal team.
Nice.
He was like one of the original members. He was on there with Jimmy Kim. Jimmy Kim won the gold medal in the '88 Olympics when it was demo sport. Like, Willie was a badass. Well, William Lee he's a badass dude, but he's like, I had a 10-year mediocre run in Olympic Taekwondo and never even came close to making the Olympics. But I did a lot of demos and I taught a lot of kids. And at my home is Dad's Taekwondo school, Lee's Taekwondo. And I kind of replied to him as Coffee Regular, but I was like, you're one of my heroes growing up, and I always loved that our stories had this in common. Very much that same run.
Yeah.
Never quite made it in your dream that respect, but the whole journey was worth it. You know, and I don't know, like, got me thinking about the longevity bit. Because he's in his 50s and he's fucking ripped.
Yeah.
He can still kick high and hold the leg up and do all the stuff. It's pretty damn impressive. And he's a legit actor now, too. He's on The Good Doctor, plays a doctor, like a believable doctor.
Right.
You know, and he's in Altered Carbon. He's like basically the flashback dude. If you ever watched him, check it out. It's a really cool show. Yeah, really cool show. But yeah, and so as a person, I've followed his career, but then it kind of just brought up like thinking about the past and thinking about longevity and like, yeah, I'm still ripped. I can't kick like I used to necessarily, but I still kick good. My kicks are getting higher again. Like, I'm learning new things. I'm still doing better. But yeah, then, you know, you bring in the whole competitiveness versus wanting to win, and you got that whole, like, journey of that thought process. But then just now I'm kind of on, like, I can flip it on and off, but most of the time I don't give a fuck.
And that's, like, something I've kind of been thinking about too, is just like, because I want to compete more and do stuff and like that, but it's like, and when I used to do it, it was the only thing I did and wanted, and you know, that was the only thing I had essentially. Now it's to the point where I have to like really carve out time and make it a thing, and like on top of that, my mentality approaching it's entirely different. My training is entirely different.
Everything's flipped
180 entirely. So and like the results are starting, you know, like
it's almost counterintuitive because the way we were raised was push hard till you die and you win.
Yeah.
And you're like,
well, I'm losing this way, so
I'm losing that way, but I should push more.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I sleep more, I have more things to do, I actually train less, I don't roll as hard, I'm happy, and I'm winning. What the hell?
It's like, maybe you were wrong.
Yeah, and you have to like almost fight that in your head sometimes.
Yeah. But then also, in retrospect, looking back, I'm glad I spent that time doing that. So
reference point, gives you perspective.
So it's a mixed bag, kind of, you know. Like looking back, my shit. Like I know that's not sustainable. Like there should be a period, I think, in your life, maybe not 8 years or 10 years or whatever, but like it's a period of time when you're digging in and fucking. I
mean, you got to dig in and get after it and really have it be fucking hard. And get hurt. And get up and do it anyway and be tired. Like. Just,
you gotta dig in.
Just to dig in and really get after it so that you understand. You know.
And it's hard to like, and obviously not everyone can do that. Like, I was young, I had to look, I now have like a family.
You're young and you got the lifestyle, you can pull it off.
Yeah. That and like, as a younger person, like, I didn't have the pressure of like needing a career at the time.
You didn't have to pay. And you know, the other thing too is injuries mean a lot more to me now. Like I hurt my toe, but I'm like, fuck, man, all this shit I gotta do with this fucking hurt toe now. Yeah, like I never thought about that before. Before I get hurt, I'd be like, fuck it, the day's fine.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, if I get hurt, like that affects everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, because like when I fucked up my neck or whatever, like I wasn't really rolling that much, you know. And like, and that always kind of sucks. But like back then, I wouldn't take the time off. I would just keep going.
Just keep pushing through.
Fucked harder, you know.
Yeah.
But
like somehow your day was different back then too. Like it didn't matter as much.
Yeah.
And now, you know, like I lose function of a limb, like fucking matters now.
Yeah, then I'm losing sleep, I'm losing focus. Like it can kind of fuck you up.
It just makes it harder to do shit. Like even if it's just like, vacuuming is going to be difficult today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, using that and then just being smart about shit. I wasn't smart. Like I was. Not that I'm smart now or know anything, but I know more than I did, and I implement and practice more than I did. So
certainly
that's way better.
Yeah.
But just getting back to a point in my life where like I want to compete, I want to do that and all that, and I have these new systems and these new habits and things, and
you had time for those systems to drop into.
Exactly, and like it's almost like in the past couple of years, I'm like, I want to do this and get back to this, but like. It's almost like each one was like a periodic test to see what was going on.
Yeah, dip in, see how it is. Nope, not quite.
But at the same time, like, if I wanted to like give everything up and go and just compete all the time again, that'd fuck up a lot of shit. I wouldn't make me happy, you know what I mean? Like,
well, you didn't set your life up for that, though.
Yeah, it's not set up
like
for that.
you didn't really move in that direction. Like you could, but you would have to. You'd have to change and move in that direction, not just jump back into it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So that's sort of been what it is, and like picking and choosing things, and not just being like, oh, this, that, and just
not trying to do everything all at once.
Yeah, because I used to just be like, oh, there's a tournament in this city, I'll go there, and then I can't do that anymore. I gotta fucking pay rent, and I gotta fucking do this. But I've learned more and gained more experience in that time doing these things than I have. Not necessarily doing that, but like
just a new experience.
It's different.
But that old experience made this one better.
Yeah, and then now it's that phase is kind of rounding up to getting to the new one where I can do both a little bit.
Yeah,
And now that's really going to size up too. So like that's fun, And that's if you look back at it, like that's always kind of been the goal and stuff.
Yeah, ultimately that's the goal. And this sort of almost mid phase was the thing you didn't know about.
That's like
you didn't expect that. It was supposed to go from grind to like success.
Yeah,
and you forgot about the whole like life part.
Well, that and just like success.
Yeah, what is success?
Yeah, like what is success? I was having kind of like a rough day or whatever. I kind of pulled myself out of it or whatever because I was thinking about like you know 3-4 years ago you were fucking 10 times more miserable doing this. You're wanting to do what you're doing now. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's hard to remind yourself sometimes.
Yeah, so like I was lucky enough to be able to remind myself of that. So
and you got the good calves today, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Damn.
What's up?
Damn.
Did you know about that, bro? You got the stovepipe, son.
I don't know nothing about that shit, bro. Yeah. I got a couple of steel rods right here.
Kick a hole in a horse, bro. That's like why I always laugh when I think of the strong legs and back make the athlete thing. I'm always like, I'm grounded. I got roots.
You're good.
I got fat monkey feet and thick thighs.
Doing okay. Spread those toes out. You're fine.
Someone described me like when they were meeting someone or like talking to them about me. They're like, oh, this is Mike. Like his feet spread really wide apart, and like that was the
awesome.
cue of like what. Like his feet are really wide and dexterous and stuff, and I was like, "That's one of the better compliments I've ever heard." And like, thank you.
Yeah, dude, he's got some monkey toes.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah,
gotta use them.
Yeah.
But also like just, I've never been. It's funny because like I competed a lot and done all that stuff. I've never been excited about competing. Now I'm like excited about competing.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I have a different. I didn't have a bad view of loss when I was in that territory, but like now it's even better. So like,
yeah, now there's life afterward.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I have other things that are closely related to jiu-jitsu that I can still believe in, and like I don't have to live off of my competition reputation or anything. You know what I mean? Like, that was something I just didn't want to do. That was like always just an anxiety-ridden thing. I was just not doing it. That's not fun. So to me. But at the same time, like, when I do compete, like, I want to fucking compete and go after it and fly around and do cool stuff. And
you're
like,
there, you're there.
It's not just a thing, Like, when I'm doing it, I'm doing that. Like, so, but that's what the kind of the switch that I'm talking about is, like, being able to put on the different hat, do that fucking hat, take it off, do another thing. Like, that's something that I didn't used to be very good at, and I've gotten better at, and I'm happy about it. So.
Now, there was a time in my life when I was dropped in all the fucking time. That's all I was thinking about.
There's too much to that,
Yeah.
There is an edge to that where it's like you're grinding it too much. You gotta stop.
It's you get burnt, man. You get a little like PTSD off of it almost.
Yeah, like that's kind of what I was thinking about, the long-term effects of all that sort of thing. It's just like really it is going to be like PTSD type stuff where you're sitting on it like, I don't want to fucking do that. Like, yeah,
it's kind of similar. It's funny. Like, I don't know, my wife we were talking about sleep. We were brushing our teeth, chatting about sleep, and she's talking about how much sleep she likes to get, and she's like, "You should get more than that. How much you do?" And I'm like, "Probably right," because I mean I sleep well now, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. And I was thinking and I was like, I used to get 0 to 3 or 4 hours of sleep. She's like, "That's why you need to sleep more now. I wonder how kind of damage you did to yourself back then." I'm like,
oh. See, and that's the thing. Like, I still have trouble, but a lot less trouble sleeping than I did.
But you're getting there. Yeah. Like you're thinking about it now.
Absolutely, and like I know what will do what to me, and what will help me, what will do this.
So something I realized that since I've been training in the afternoon again, I've been taking showers in the afternoon again. And I'm not showering at night. And I do cold showers all the time, or at least finish cold. And my deep sleep like kind of disappeared for a second. Like I wasn't getting as much. Because normally I get like a ridiculous amount, like over an hour, like hour and a half deep sleep, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And it was down to like a half hour. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? Last night, took a cold shower about an hour before I went to bed. Just jumped in, cold shower. Not as good as it was before, but like huge increase. Like 30, 40 minute increase right there. Over an hour deep sleep. Cold shower before bed.
Boom. Yeah, absolutely. That, like, I've done that. I do my cold finishes and stuff still, and like...
But just, learning things like that.
Yeah.
Like, now you're kind of open to patterns of that, and it's like, use your obsessiveness for good.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be better at sleeping. I'm going to be a sleep champion.
Yeah. And like, I figured out ways that I can nap. Like, I figured out caffeine naps. Like, I had a great caffeine
naps are cool.
My God, I love those. I'm like obsessed with it because it's so fun. Like, I could feel how... I was like, I need a quick nap. I feel like I'm going to have a quick espresso. Boom. Then 30 minutes. KO. Get up. Rest of the evening was great.
Freaking great.
Yeah, but then I also, like, went back to bed appropriately. Like, it wasn't...
nice.
It wasn't, like, a bad thing, so...
That's a beautiful thing to figure out. You got that timing on yourself? Yeah. Dude, that's magical.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I know the windows. I can feel the windows. I'm like, I only got, like, 20... Because at the same time, like... I have like sleep anxiety on the other end. When I wake up, I'm like, I'm awake now. So
I'm awake.
Yeah. It's like I was just talking to Brooke about it the other day. She's like, once you fall asleep, it's fine. Like sometimes I'll fall asleep out in the other room or whatever. And like, but once I wake you up and then like you get really anxious and like, you're in a weird state. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like it's a strange like interruption,
Yeah.
And then it's weird. So sleep is a very interesting thing that I never used to do.
Yeah.
And I've gotten tremendously better. Like, people don't treat it as a skill or a habit or anything.
It's a fucking skill, man.
You gotta put time into sleeping.
It is a weapon.
And everyone's, like, walking around, like... It's like they, like... fucking... I don't know if I'm gonna get too deep in, like, conspiracies and shit.
Do it.
But, like... the way society works, you go to work all day, you're in a fucking oxygen-ridden, like fluorescent environment, you have coffee all day, you didn't sleep very well, you're stressed, you go home, it's hard to wind down from that, you just go into the night deeper, and it's just like a vicious cycle and shit. But
people don't know how to like wind down.
Yeah.
Put the red light on, dim your fucking lights, quit looking at the screen, have a bedtime routine, put yourself in a state.
But that just like, think about like, people just ignore a lot of like the stimulus throughout the day.
Well, they don't know. I don't think people don't know to see it. It's like being liking to win and thinking it's competition.
Yeah,
thinking it's being competitive.
Yeah,
they don't you just don't notice. It's your personality.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's hard to suck people out of the matrix.
Yeah,
or defend that shit with their lives. This is all I know.
Right. That's almost weird because like sometimes it's like you take a blue pill and you go back to reality a little bit. You like watch some movie or some shit. Like that was kind of weird. Then you go back to under your rock and it's great.
And you're like, oh my rock. It's so nice here, the rock. So what are you thinking of the latte, bro?
I love it.
I think it's finishing nice.
I think it's fine.
I do like the extra spiciness.
Yeah.
I was afraid it was going to be too sweet, and then it would not be so bad.
The other ones, I think
different
the spice is nice, because like, I've been on a kick lately where I want something kind of bold with like a sweet hint to it. So like,
nice. Yeah, because this is very different than the last one I made. I dig it.
Yeah, it's nice.
But I'm trying to stay chill because I'm getting a massage today.
There you go.
So I'm trying to like wind down. I got to go shovel. Too, so
yeah, it's snowing now, so
my warm up for my massage.
But with winning competition stuff like that, like there's a point where like the idea of competition gave me anxiety, all this stuff. Like now it's like, ooh, cool, I want to go do that. Like,
are you excited about it? That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, and like I get to the point where I wouldn't even want to think about a match. I wouldn't even want to think about this or whatever. Like, no, it's not that I don't care. It's just like I'm excited. It's palatable, Yeah. I've done other shit that I'm like kind of more afraid of than competing. So I'm like, or I have other shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Nice. Like, I have other shit on the line that's kind of like more important in the big picture.
That's kind of the ultimate trick to it. Of when I was young, I thought winning competitions was the end all be all everything, and then like everything else was secondary. Whereas if you kind of make it secondary and put a few things ahead of it, it becomes better and you're more successful at it. And like it took me forever to figure that out. In fact, it was too late by the time I did.
Right. Yeah, and it's just, that was always the too late thing. I never wanted to like stumble upon something too late. Like, no. And then jiu-jitsu, I think too late happens a lot later than.
Well, that's the nice thing of the rebirth of it. Of now, it's there if I want it. Mm-hmm. Like, it's in my head to compete again. And do I want to see it as chasing glory, or is this an opportunity, or just a long fucking weekend?
Yeah. That's the thing too. Like starting, like over the past few years or whatever, like early on or whatever, I really did enjoy the traveling and all that. Like, I enjoyed that aspect and stuff. Competition was great and stuff, but now it's going to be like 10 times that, you know? Like, I enjoyed it then when I was, you know, I felt like shit. Everything sucked.
You'll enjoy it a lot more. Yeah. But I would like to go, I don't know, reframe some things. Like, personally, I need some gold medals. Mm-hmm. I would love to have some top of the podium kind of shit, just because I didn't get enough of that. Mm-hmm. I had the ability to in Taekwondo. I should have, but I didn't.
Right. Yeah.
And like, it doesn't bother me like it used to, but it does bother me.
There's something there.
And so, like, it would be nice to sort of have, like, you know, let's redo that martial arts experience a little bit. Let's have some positive success rather than negative success, I guess. Or just, you know, go there and get the outcome I want. Or just get an outcome and be cool with it. You know?
I think getting an outcome you're cool with is the first step. Like, get to the point where you're cool with getting whatever outcome, deal with that, you know, then glory.
I guess to kind of reconcile the difference between competing and winning, but liking competition and winning. Of, like, training wise, I am very much against trying to win when I train, because that leads to injury. Either me hurting someone or someone hurting me. So, like, where's the ramp? Mm-hmm. How do you kind of use one to create the other? Like, I don't know, you're closer to it than I am right now.
I know what you mean, though.
So, of how do you use having the switch off to make the switch on better? Like, so I'm at a competition, now I'm fucking competing to win, but I'm training for that competition, I'm not trying to kill anybody.
Yeah. I mean, you swing a sword and you hack at stuff all day, it's going to get dull. Mm. You know, you got to take time off, you got to sharpen it, you got to adjust shit, blah, blah, blah. You know, work on your techniques, all that shit, to make it sharper, to make it better, to make it more, you know, well-rounded.
So it works when you're in the moment?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I didn't used to have anything like that. Mm-hmm. Like any type of switch or like anything. So it's almost just like, I have this new toy and I have to like see how it goes.
Oh, see if you play with it okay. Yeah. That's cool.
But it's cool to play with it at the level that I'm now at. Like,
you're at the good level.
Yeah, like,
you're at the high level now.
That and like all the stuff that I want to look at is legal, like all that stuff. Like, that's the thing too. I've like really gotten away from like. I have a coach and stuff like that, but I haven't had someone up my ass telling me stuff.
You don't have a master.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I have not been under someone's thumb for a while.
You're not under anybody's thumb anymore. Yeah. You have coaches, but you chose those coaches.
And one, they're cool, and they're not overbearing, and like, you know, all that type of shit. So like, that's great. And then, but pulling from different sources like that is what's gonna show you what's out there. You know, I like used to. Like I look back, I wrote down and looked back at like whom I got my belts from, when, and like, you know, I look back, it was almost all entirely a different person, like each belt, if not 2 people per belt.
That's funny.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm like, I'm like the redheaded stepchild.
I'll say, in one respect, that's kind of cool because you got a lot of different exposure to different things. Yeah, but in another respect, that's like a seriously unstable home life right there.
And I was very like, and it's like, it was semi-damaging and shit. You know, because like, you had to start over again, you know, and like
continually.
Well, then it got to the point where like, well, like, why do I have to make you trust? You know, like, what I mean, like, it just
got to prove anything to you. Should have fucking trained.
Yeah, because on their part too, people would come in and be like, you have to like prove yourself to me. You know what I mean? And people would do that. So I'm like, I can't. You know.
Yeah, you've already decided that I can if that's how you're starting.
Yeah, this conversation is telling me that I can't. So
you're already there. So yeah.
So it's just weird. But then like. Really recently just kind of approached to like, I got to see a lot of different stuff and different exposure to like so many different things and like different styles and like and I got to kind of sit and marinate with that and think about everything else with it by myself, like, and kind of do what I wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because, like, when I was coming up, I used to wrestle a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I used to get made fun of for it, and people were like, "Oh, he's just a wrestler, blah blah blah." And now, look what's very popular and successful.
Super popular now.
Wrestling.
I was ahead of my time.
Go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding, but
now wait till Stay-at-Home Dad becomes a sitcom thing,
right? Yeah,
and I'll get to tell that flip everybody off.
Fuck off. But that's just, I don't know. I used to just be very insecure about everything because people made me feel that way. I made me feel that way. Now it took years and years to get out of that, and now it's just kind of, you know what? I'm pretty good with it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I've trained that entire time, I learned that entire time, I took some lumps that entire time, whatever.
Well, you stay consistent and trusted the process,
yeah,
right?
dude.
Yeah, there it
Look
is.
where we are.
Yeah, that's how it is.
But again, like, it's so weird because, like, in the future, I would, like, love to just help people have a good path up the fucking ladder. That'd be great.
Agreed.
And that's a goal.
Yeah, that's definitely the goal.
Because I don't think I think everyone should pay their dues and stuff and blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong there. But there's...
Well, who are you paying your dues to?
And why?
Yeah, and
You
why? Because you could... That's almost a topic for another time.
Yeah, like blind loyalty and shit,
But
dude.
the whole creating the environment kind of thing.
Yeah.
Of, can you give someone the same experience in a different context?
Mm-hmm.
So we're thinking of in like a win context. Like I used to be in a room where every weekend was damn world championships. People were coming in from everywhere, and you just fought your fucking ass off. You had to win, you know, and the pecking order was created that way.
Yeah.
Versus now, I'm not top of the food chain anymore, but I approach it from a competitive standpoint. I want to have the same experience, but without the anxiety of having to fucking beat everybody, where I can just be competitive and learn and have rounds where I'm getting owned, but I can just say, oh, I'm just going to pay attention to why I'm getting owned.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to worry about the fact that I'm going to lose.
Yep.
I'm going to learn from it. And, you know, just, can you create that environment for other people? I think is where we're both at very much.
Yeah.
But as a teacher, you get to do that. You get to, can I give people grit without being an asshole?
Yeah. Yeah. And that just goes back to the be who you wanted as a teacher bullshit thing. Like, you have the opportunities to
take opportunity to, you know, create yourself.
Yeah. And, like, even if you're having a bad day, all this, you gotta, I don't want to say, like, suck it up, but, like, it's not as bad as that was or anything. It's never as bad, you know, so.
No.
It's always
better.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. All good all the time.
That's why, I don't know. I've always loved teaching, so. Since the beginning.
Yeah, me too.
It's and that kind of also gave me that was the first spin-off to like the competition isn't everything. I was like, oh, I can teach too. I can do this. I can, you know. There's I found value in myself in other ways, you know.
Yeah.
So that was and then it helped me work on the shit that I knew I needed to work, like public speaking and like weird shit like that, you know, like stuff that I knew I was very particularly bad at. Like,
give you an opportunity to be good at it.
Yeah, I can just do it, you know. In a subject that I'm generally
have real world consequence to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there was actually a solution to the problem, and it's just not on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to implement it. So.
But even if it's just a little light bulb moment, or if it's just like, you know, you finish the lesson and you're bullshitting afterward, you know, I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, instructing and teaching is, like, it really helped me get away from that very, like, single layered mindset, so.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble with that, try teaching.
Yeah, try teaching.
You know, because that, I mean, what anxiety are you having about competing? Like, I don't know my moves, I don't know this, I don't know that. Like, teaching will help you, like, erase some of that.
It kind of exposes everything. You need to know what you know and know what you don't know. Live action, too, because oftentimes you'll run into something you don't know and you still have to fucking explain it. Like, I
remember, like,
figure this out.
Early on, like, started to teach, like, people, not just me, but, like, our old day-head instructor would, like, just, you know, have people ask pointed, you know what I mean, just really annoying questions just to test and prod and poke and stuff. And, like, looking back on it, like, At the time, it sucked, but like, and I wouldn't want to do that to anybody. But like,
Yeah.
it was good, I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
learn from it.
It did.
Yeah.
Something there left a scar, but it was fine.
Learn from it. It's a good
Yeah.
story. Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just like just weird stuff like that. You know, you look back and like, okay.
Yeah.
But then like anything happens now, it's fucking breeze.
You're like,
I don't give
whatever,
a
dude.
shit.
No
Like,
worries. Yeah.
it's like, if you want to be a dickhead, I'll stomp you out like
Yeah.
with words.
With words. With words and actions. Not stomping, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just make you really tired.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing with jiu-jitsu, it can be very humane.
Oh, very much so, yeah. Yeah, you can just sort of keep someone in a place.
Yeah.
And
Be like,
let them struggle.
This is the struggle bus, and you're riding it.
Yeah.
I saw. Who was it? Was it Dean Lister, maybe?
Hmm?
Oh, it was that Josh Barnett Dean Lister match when Josh Barnett like squished on him and stuff.
Yeah, that was crazy. I remember that one.
Someone sent me a video recently and like popped up. They sent me a video about just jiu-jitsu in general, like just the benefits of it.
And Josh Barnett using catch wrestling?
That, but like it showed just the examples that it brought. It showed a lot of like street fight examples. It showed a lot of MMA examples. It showed a lot of like submission grappling examples. It showed a lot of like really decent examples of grappling and the applications of it. And like, I thought that was really cool to see that like it shows street level, you know, the everyday person. It shows like the, you know, grappler, a competitive grappler. It shows MMA. It shows
That's cool.
each layer, competitive or not.
Yeah, it's nice to... That's the beautiful thing about cell phone cameras now, digital photography and all that, is it's so easy to capture those things now.
Yeah,
it's not like a legend anymore of, I heard about this one dude, or I saw this thing happen that time. Like, no, here's a video of this in action in self-defense. Here's a video of this in action in a competition. Here's a video of this in action in a whole different rule set.
Yep. And that has always kind of been like a goal with my jiu-jitsu or just grappling training, is to like have it be applicable no matter what.
Yeah.
You know?
That was the beauty of growing up in the style versus style era, dude.
Yeah.
I loved that I did Taekwondo in the 90s and early 2000s, when as an art, as a sport, it was at its peak. It was the best it was ever going to be. But growing up in college town, I had plenty of opportunities to have to apply it to different situations. And you're like, oh, what are the real strengths of this? Well, footwork and distance.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. How do I use that?
Yeah. Everyone wants it to be like a fucking highlight reel 80s movie, like, you know, Roadhouse fight, but this is not how
I'm not
it
going to
is.
spin hook kick you 3 times with 45 legs, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's going to be cool.
Right. I'll bullfight you over there. I'll push you over there, and I'll get away. But like, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. Yeah.
It's not as glamorous as you want it to be, but maybe you pull off the cartwheel kick.
Right.
I don't know, but
That'll go viral for sure nowadays. You know.
yeah, that'd be great.
That's the thing. Like,
It's not
you
a
know some
legend.
shit.
It's not a legend anymore. It's real.
Yeah. I know, it's just really interesting to see like CCTV videos of people
I
fighting.
love
in
the
street.
CCTV videos. The security cam catches the old man knocking everybody out.
Yeah. There's so many. You just like start looking at those, you'll see some horrendous examples of things happening, and then some tremendous examples.
I mean, yeah, because everyone wants to highlight the shit goes wrong,
Yeah.
does wrong, but then there's so many examples of it went right.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, that does work.
Yep.
Like, man, cool.
Absolutely, and those I think should be highlighted. You know, as unfortunate, graphic, and whatnot as it can be.
It should
that
be very
shows
highlighted.
the benefit. Like,
Both ends of it should be highlighted so that you can then get better. It's no longer just a freaking hypothetical conversation of, if you did that, I'd do that to you.
yeah, that's the thing. With like, another good point with like just the technology increase, and like you have more people sharing ideas across the bridge, across this, and then like it prompts them to meet each other and like do stuff and like, develop things. But also like you can just look at. You see more. You're exposed to more.
Exposed to, like,
25 years ago, you don't have, like, you didn't know what the fuck was going on, like, whatever. Now, everything's on a camera. Like,
everything's
you
everything.
see people picking their noses at stoplights, whatever. Like, you see exactly what's going on. So obviously, fights are that's stuff to study and know and see what's going on. To like,
yeah, dude.
You know.
Yeah, as a fight scene junkie.
Yeah,
that's
the thing.
That's real
at the end
fight
of the day,
scenes now.
I like fighting. And I'm gonna look at fighting, and I'm gonna watch fighting and break it down, and like whether that's in the street ring, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
whatever kind of fight it is, it's a fight. It's cool.
Yeah, it's not like I orchestrated it and like was like, yeah, go fight that guy. And like, I'm just watching information. And,
they orchestrated themselves. I'm just watching.
Yeah, I'm just taking it in and giving a semi-professional opinion. But yeah, there's just so many phenomena, like Ryan Hall when he took down that drunk dude in the restaurant,
so fun,
this quick double leg from his chair. Like that's a phenomenal example.
That is a great example.
Drunk dude over top of you, you're sitting in your chair, just
and
top
he was
double legs.
Yeah, he was so not into it either. Like Ryan Hall was just chilling, eating his food, and was like, "It's almost time."
Yeah, he's like, he's close enough. Boom.
Okay, I go.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It wasn't like posturing and like chest beating shit.
No, he was just waiting.
It's very relaxed.
And,
boom.
and Ryan Hall twitches every once in a while too. He has Tourette's.
Yeah.
Which makes it even better.
Yeah.
Because like this dude had no clue what was about to hit him, and everyone watching him was like, "Oh shit, that's Ryan Hall!
Yeah.
Oh, you're about to get. Oh, it's gonna end."
Yeah.
So that was that was one of the first like jujitsu ones. As that happened when Ryan Hall was on The Ultimate Fighter. Of that video kind of came out.
Yeah.
And that season of The Ultimate Fighter was so funny because a lot of it was like Ryan Hall teaching seminars to his roommates. And like
hilarious.
he would have like a day of the week where everyone was like, "Can you teach us? Can you teach us?" He's like, "Sure."
If they let me.
I'm here to win too, guys.
Yeah.
But okay.
But he
everyone,
has.
and like, both teams would come in and he would teach everyone.
That's an interesting like parallel between like a high level grappler like that switching into MMA like that. You know, just people like, "Oh fuck, we need this." Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
It's also like for me, it was cool to see because it highlighted the best of MMA. Of everyone threw fucking winning out the window. Like, well, I don't care that I'm on another team and I actually compete against you. You know some shit.
Yeah.
Like, can you show me? And he's like, I don't care that I'm gonna have to fight you. Sure. Here. Everyone gets better. Yeah.
Well, and if he's teaching him then and there, he's like, I'm way better at this than they are, so fuck it.
Then there's the winning side of it. Like,
he's like,
you're not gonna learn this in an hour.
Yeah, he's like, you're not gonna make this work in professional MMA now. So you might pull off a little hook to help out, whatever, but you're not gonna pull out.
But I got to counter that.
Yeah.
Lead you to death.
I don't think you're gonna like.
Someone just called out Ryan Hall. Thank God. Like finally, AOC people are calling. Someone called him out. I can't remember who it was, but I was so happy because everyone's afraid of him.
He needs to fight high level dudes.
Well, that's why he can't get fights.
Yeah.
Because no high level dudes want to lose their feet.
So that's the other aspect of like a high level grappler like that going in. Tough.
He's not Paul Harris though. He won't snap everything off. He'll
It's
just put
humane.
it on you. If he snaps off, it was your fault.
Yeah.
You turned the wrong way.
He's not Paul Harris. I think Paul Harris, man.
He just got issues.
I know Jason loves Paul Harris. That adds up, you know.
Nah, I don't know,
Dickheads.
whatever.
But yeah, Paul Harris is rough, and I put a weird emphasis on leg locks for a while. I think
He put a stigma. He's where it became the dark arts.
Yeah.
I think he turned it into like a Sith Lord thing. Yeah.
Really pushed that one.
Yeah.
Just because he made them so destructive. You know, they are destructive.
They are
more destructive than an arm
anything else.
And whatever.
Yeah, you can still rip someone's arm off.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
You can wrist lock
Ligaments and
someone
tendons
to
tearing.
death.
Yeah. All that shit's great, but you know, he just
Yeah, he made it scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, phenomenal grappler. I mean, he's good.
He was good.
And he's a powerhouse, obviously, but kind of a dick.
Yeah, I don't know him. I wonder if he's nice.
Maybe.
He just flips the switch and becomes an insane person.
That'd be really interesting.
That'd be an interesting parallel.
Maybe he's super nice. You know?
Yeah.
And then, he just I can't not do this.
Yeah. Once the switch is flipped,
He's like, yeah.
it's just everyone has to die.
This is how I paid the bills for so long, and this is how that's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. So
that's how we do it. Yeah.
So, yeah. He was one of the forefront runners with one of Brazilian leg lockers. You know what I mean? He was
he was the original Brazilian leg lockers. Yeah. It was kind of almost kind of a U.S. thing initially because of Dean Lister just surprising the shit out of everybody. Yeah. So is leg locking American jiu-jitsu?
I mean, you get into catch, and that's English, and I mean...
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of where that came from, right?
American wrestling is American wrestling,
Yeah.
and you had some subs and some footlocks, and...
I mean, but I don't know. Now that, oh man, I need more coffee.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking, I can't think of names. Now that, I can see him, it's on the tip of my brain. You know who I'm talking about. Fucking Jake Shields.
Mm-hmm.
American Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Now that Jake Shields is training with the Dan Here Death Squad, is officially American Jiu-Jitsu leg locks.
I mean, yeah. I mean, shit. Well, I mean, yeah, Keenan, he opened his American Jiu-Jitsu school.
And Danaher even learned it from Lister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, alright, yeah.
Interesting.
That's another topic too.
Yeah.
Write these down.
Yeah. Get historical with it. Look
Yeah.
back. No, I mean, you still... Because it's like, it was on like the IBJJF front, like they outlaw heel hooks, all the cool shit like that. But you're kind of seeing a resurgence of it there too.
Yeah.
Like Yosemite and stuff like that, going from like the Deli Heepa.
Hey, I'm a blue belt now. I threaten straight ankle all the time.
Fuck yeah, you should. Absolutely.
It scares the shit out of everybody right now.
You should at least be familiar.
And I'll be like, I'm not going to do it. I'm using it as a pass.
Yeah. But, you know, like... carving out competitive rule sets, and that's tough, you know, to navigate that sometimes, especially when you want and train to do kind of everything like that. So like kind of plucking stuff out can be tough, but like that's another challenge, you know. It's another thing. Oh, I don't have this tool anymore, so I have to work with these tools.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, it speaks to whatever, but like a lot of those, like a lot of the outside sub only leg locks, the heel hook, all that stuff aren't legal in IBJJF, so he's had to formulate a lot of like the IBJJF legal stuff and still make it successful.
It's still neat though to have, I mean, I harp on this all the time about all the different rule sets and how that's a cool ass opportunity. You get to hone different things and opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm going to be competing on this rule set, so I'm going to prepare for that. And you sort of hone your game in that funnel.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm going to go to this way, and now I can hone my game that way, and it helps you just get better all around. It's kind of like being exposed to a bunch of different things, but like in a real positive way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And Seth Daniels' fight to win judo rules are the greatest ever.
See, yeah, like resurgence of like what the art should be.
Yeah.
You know, and letting it develop how it should, you know, not taking things away from it, but giving things back to it.
Yeah, well, should is an interesting...
Oh, yeah.
That's a perspective thing.
Oh, yeah. It's
but yes,
entirely.
develop as just a growth thing. Or something like judo isn't growing anymore. It's fucking locked down. It's now taking things away to hold on to the traditional whatever. And Jigoro Kano about to come back from the dead and be like, motherfuckers, you're screwing it up.
Yeah.
Jude means plastic, pliable, not just, God damn it, not just gentle. Go.
Yeah.
Come on, let it develop again. Yeah, he bring leg locks into judo.
Yeah. See, there should be all of that, you know?
Yeah. So, but, yeah, the opportunity for it to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, freestyle judo in AAU is fucking awesome. Fight to win judo, another judo win. So now you got 3 different judo rule sets. Now jiu-jitsu is doing better because there's like 50. You know, but like I wish that would happen to taekwondo.
Yeah.
Oh my god, would that be cool?
That would be sick.
I mean, karate combat, like the striking skills I have, I could go right into that.
Yeah. See, like something like that to give.
Could give it gives those of us that the kickers, old school kickers, an opportunity there to use the good stuff.
Yep.
You know,
in a cool rule set and format.
In a cool ass ring. Like, it's just fun, man. You look cool. Like, I love it.
And I think they're always, like, that's what I always want with, like, that type of martial arts is, like, decent perpetuation of it so that there can be a continuation for the current generation, the next generation, the older generation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so there's always a way to do it, but there's always a way to grow as well.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think grappling has the best way to do that.
Currently, they started that.
I'm hoping that striking arts will really pick up and take that model with it a little bit.
I want that model to move into everything so bad.
That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
Just imagine, like, freestyle, like Muay Thai without, you can do all sorts of shit. Like it'd be fun because like in the States you can't throw elbows, you can't do the certain rule set things would be taken away, and it just create the art again and be very authentic. I guess that just like speaks to the purity martial arts aspect of myself. So,
yeah, me too. I mean, yeah, and it's funny because we're not talking about MMA in any way, which you would think we would be, because that is sort of the combo of everything.
It's in its own life cycle,
but it's its own thing. It's its own art now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you kind of have your own complaints about rule sets of MMA.
Yeah.
But like if you break it down into striking versus grappling arts, like grappling arts have showed us that you can have 15 different rule sets, and they're all exciting and all slightly different. Like the opportunities there for striking as well.
And that you'll have competitors.
And you have competitors for it. And everyone can cross over. And it's, people can make a living on it. It can be popular. And it can be emotionally satisfying for those of us who have disheartened with the sport and of our art.
You're like, come on. I don't know, man. In the future, we get all rich and famous and whatnot, we'll start our own like fight league thing.
Future's coming.
It's coming.
Yakos Eat Free on Tuesday. We have all kinds of stuff, baby.
Yeah. Great. But yeah, big things coming from Coffee Regular, peeps.
We're
big
moving forward, man.
We are.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Soon
but
we'll have some stuff kicking.
Being competitive versus winning, I don't know if we have put it in a place. We have separated the two, in a way.
They both.
They have their point.
Yeah. You should strive to do both at some point.
Know when to do both.
Yeah.
Not strive to be able to do both as a choice.
Yeah. And
be aware of what you're operating in. Don't think you're just be there to learn and be competitive when you're too fucking worried about winning and you're in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't show up to a tournament and just be like, I'm just here to learn. I paid my $1 million. It doesn't cost $40 anymore. I don't know how much they cost now.
Some do.
Show up to compete, man.
Yeah.
Be able to place it where it needs to be placed.
Yep.
And be cool with that and know that it's going to propel you forward.
Yeah.
You're gonna get better.
It's a test. Use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't hurt your training partners, bro.
Yeah. Compete well, win well, lose well, move on.
Yeah.
Go on to the next.
Be well,
yeah. All right, man.
We're done.
That's good. I liked it.
All right. Keep your coffee regular, everybody.
Peace in, y'all.
Yo.